Welcome to an investigation of the JFK assassination by KWODZAP. This is kind of a different show than normal because it deals with history in a different sense than music. Normally I like to focus on music, but in a sense this ties in with music because the music at the time was a lot different than what immediately followed the JFK assassination. There was still kind of the doo-wop and ballads and older type music making a comeback in the post-rock and roll era from about 1958 to 1963. Then suddenly in 1964 it's Beatlemania, Motown, the folk movement. You had lots of new revolutions going on in music that completely changed the sound of music. And I think it was part of the healing process that America needed to go through to get past the tragedy of the JFK assassination. So anyway, I want to go over some quick points about the JFK assassination that linger, that make it an open case. I know that after all these years, a lot of people have just given up saying, oh, Oswald did it. Even though I think a lot of surveys show that most Americans do believe there was more than one shooter, but I think a lot of people think Oswald was one of the shooters. And I don't jump to any conclusions. I just look at the evidence. This is a replica of Dealey Plaza. I drew it by hand, so it doesn't look perfect, but it gives you a good idea of what the assassination site looked like. I even visited Dealey Plaza back in 1997 and walked around the whole area. And this is where the filming took place, the Zapruder film. Zapruder standing right here doing the filming. There were other films taken that day as well, and the FBI confiscated as many films as they could. There was also hundreds of photographs. There were like 200, at least 200 witnesses. And so the car comes down here and shots begin to ring out, and then the fatal headshot is somewhere around here, and then the car takes off. So anyway, what the Warren Commission decided was that Lee Harvey Oswald was on the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository, and he happened to work there. He got a job there a month earlier. They say he's responsible for 3 shots from a rifle that on further review is very cheap, not a high-powered rifle, one that had a crooked scope, and on top of that, people who knew Oswald in the military said that he wasn't a very good shot. But the Warren report tried to make him out as some expert marksman when that's not what Jesse Ventura said when he tried to replicate the shooting. Jesse Ventura is an expert marksman, and he said that Oswald wasn't. Anyway, the closest witnesses were ignored by the freaking Warren report. John Connally, the governor who got shot, says that he wasn't shot by the same bullet as JFK. He said that till the day he died. Okay, but the Warren report ignores that, and they say that Kennedy and Connally were hit by the same bullet, and that's the bullet that critics call the magic bullet. The film, the Zapruder film, is the clock of the assassination, and it had to, 3 shots had to have been gotten off in 6 seconds. So anyway, here's the wooden fence. The grassy knoll area is right here, and this is a better vantage point for the assassin. It's a clean shot, whereas the 6th floor here, he's firing through trees with a crooked scope, so it just seems unlikely that Oswald could have done it all by himself if he acted at all. The palm print didn't show up on the rifle till after Oswald was dead. Kind of bizarre, huh? And on top of that, they found another rifle that day that Walter Kahn Walter Cronkite even reported on the news, and the whole news media reported it for a while that day. Then the story just went away. And then, of course, Oswald was killed a few days later, silenced by Jack Ruby. How often does it happen when the president is completely unguarded? There's like no bodyguards, and that gives him an assassin, anyone, a lone nut, anybody, an open target to shoot at. Easy target, especially since the limo slowed down as the shooting was happening. How often does that happen? And you can see when the president boards the motorcade when they were at the airport, the Secret Service agent is telling other agents to get off the vehicle, to not even guard the president. So that's bizarre. Plus, it turns out the Secret Service agents were all at a party the night before and got drunk and were suffering from a hangover. They didn't bother sealing off any windows, so again, it was an easy target for anybody that day. The Warren Commission had nothing to say, no good explanation of the umbrella man. It's like a sunny day, and this guy's standing with an umbrella near the president as the president passes him, and he's opening and closing the umbrella as if he's making a signal to somebody as the shooting is happening. Just too many weird things to where they should just reopen the case again. I know they did in the late 70s, and guess what Congress decided? The House Assassinations Committee decided that Kennedy was, in fact, the victim of a probable conspiracy. No sense.